Shalom, all praises go to the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, Bashem Adawach Kodesh, double honor unto the elder apostles, a great millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. So I'm going on with the rest of the video. This is 1 Samuel chapter 27, verse 1, titled, David lives with the Philistines. So I already read that. Verse 2. And David arose and passed over with the 600 men that were with him unto Achich, the son of Maoch, king of Gath. So who is king of Gath? Achich is the king of Gath. He's the son of Maoch. Yeah. And David dwelt with Achich at Gath, which is here. He dwelt here. Okay. He already killed the Philistines, but they didn't hold it on him. You know. He and his men, and every man with his household. So they had their wives and stuff like that. And David with his 2 wives, their wife and their children. Ahinoam, the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, the Carmelitess, Nabal's wife. And both of them are, if I'm correct, is Judah. Let me see something. Carmel is in Judah. Hebron is in Judah, where King David ruled, I think, 8 years. Let me double check that. He ruled. No. Samuel. 2 Samuel 5. The king came to Hebron. So it says here. In Hebron, King David reigned over Judah 7 years. So sorry. And 6 months. And in Jerusalem he reigned 13 and 3 years. No, sorry, 33. 33 years. Yeah, because I always make jokes that people want to say that he's a 33-degree masonry, and Yahushua also with I think it was 33 there, something like that too. Anyway, maybe it's Esau that copied the Bible, and then took these words as these numbers as something that they should glorify. They've been known to do stuff like that over all Israel and Judah. Right, so it was there. And going on. Oh yeah, Jezreelite. Okay, Carmel is Judah. She's from Judah, because she was living there. Most of the time, the Israelites that are in, like here, is Benjamin. So Benjamin stayed there. And Jerusalem was shared by Benjamin and Judah. And you can catch that here. Let me see, Joshua 15? 15? Oh yeah, 63. And 21. I don't have to put that one. So Joshua 1563. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. So the Jebusites were the strangers living in the midst of us, according to the book of Leviticus chapter 25. Leviticus 25. These were the ones that we were allowed to make perpetual slaves. Leviticus 25. Verse here it speaks of thy brother. You shall not make thy brother an Israelite a bondservant, which is a servant without pages. You cannot do that with an Israelite. Exodus chapter 21 explains that, and also Deuteronomy 15. Exodus 21 explains that you are allowed to buy a Hebrew servant. 6 years he shall work, and then 7th he shall go out free without nothing. That means that nobody has to buy him free, because if you read on, you will see that you can buy your brother free if he was a servant from another nation. Here in the book of Leviticus, you can read about that here. 47. And if a sojourner or a stranger wax rich by thee, he get rich off of you or in your midst, and thy brother being an Israelite that dwelleth by him, that stranger or sojourner wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger or sojourner by thee, or to the stock of the stranger's family. After that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. So you can buy him back for money. So with the Hebrew servants, after 6 years, you don't have to buy him off. One of his brethren may redeem him. That's the Israelites, right? So now, so an Israelite is allowed to sell himself to a heathen nation, and then his brother, being of his family, is allowed to free him by buying him back. Paying off the people. And here, okay, Hebrew servants, and here you see in the book of Deuteronomy 15:12, when you have a Hebrew servant, you shall not make him a bondman. And then when he is free, when you send him free, you need to give him more. You need to give him what? Let me see. Oh yeah, here, verse 13. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, because that's what you're supposed to do, from your Hebrew servant, your Hebrew man, or your Hebrew woman. But the women shall not go out free. Exodus 21 explains that. It says here, but if it's possible, if you don't have sex with her, then she is allowed to be freed. But here it says that and if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out free as the manservant do. Right. Okay, so going on here. But it says here, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman be sold unto thee. 6 years they shall serve, and the 7th thou shalt let him go free. Not the woman. If it's like that. Especially if she had sex or something like that. If I'm correct. Exodus chapter 21 covers it a little bit. But I'm not going to talk about it right now. But anyway, going on. And when thou sendest him, because I did it in the other video, that's why. So it says here, and when thou send, because, or else if I do it, I'm going to talk long. And I already know. And you should know too. If you watch my videos, then you know that I will talk long. I have no problem with it, but I want to finish this, that's why. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. So this is how we made each other rich. So after working for 6 years, because he works for you, double payment here, double servant unto thee. So you're gonna pay him double. Not if a heathen was to work for you. Here, I'll show you something. Where was it again? Judges. Yes, it was Judges here. Okay, Micah. So Micah said unto the Levi, he said, here, Micah is Judges chapter 10, chapter 17, verse 10. And Micah said unto him, unto the Levite. You can read the rest for it if you have the time, because it's talking about the Levite priest. It's only 13. It's not that big, so you can just read it if you have the time. And Micah said unto him, dwell with me, and be unto me a father and a priest, and I will give thee 10 shekels of silver by the year. So this was a year allowance. So 10 silver was a lot. And a suit of apparel and victuals. So I'll give you food, I'll give you clothing. So the Levite went in. He agreed on 10 shekels of silver per year. So that shows you that in order for you to rape a daughter of Israel, Deuteronomy 22 and 28. And if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not engaged, betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver. So that would be 5 years' work of money. And she shall be his wife, because he had humbled her. That humble is rape. He may not put her away all his days. That's what it says. But you have people that say like, yeah, oh no, this is the rape doctrine. I'm gonna give you an example of a fact. We all, I also say before, for example, that it says that, I'll read it also, that it says that you need to put a, let me read it for you. This is better if I read it. This is also taught in through the same Bible, Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Are you saying that we do this too just because we read it? Just an example of a fact. So if you say I'm pushing rape doctrine, because I read it right here. No, it's actually here. If you say that I do this, or I'm teaching people this, then how come you are not saying that I'm teaching people this? Because I read the same Bible, and I read it the same way too. Because it says this is what's supposed to be done, and here I read this is what they did. So it's even worse, because I said this is what they did. If I would be raping girls right now, you think I would be in jail? I mean, I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? And I don't have sex, so I don't know what the fuck. So, like, people are so full of shit. I think last time I popped a girl was like, and she threw it. I wasn't even mentally there. I was not, she didn't rape me or some shit like that. That's not what I mean. And it didn't come out good. It was not like I was not looking for it. That's what I mean. I was not mentally it looked like I was knocked out or something like that. No. Well, it was 2018, and then the other one before that was like what? In a year period, you know, I had an off and on girl. It's the same girl, by the way. It was 2012 or something like that. Yeah, 2012, something like that. Maybe 13. I don't know anymore. I didn't count, but it was one girl, and then 18 is the same girl, and yeah. So yeah, I'm not looking for sex, my man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not looking for it. So if you say that I'm raping girls, I'm looking at you like, what? Find me a girl that showed me that I raped her. Shit, you'd surprise me if I would have known if I busted a nut. I would think I would know that, you know. So don't say I'm doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, so right now going on, I'm not doing this neither. They would lock me up. And I'm not sneakily trying to do it too. Like, I know a place where, you know, where there's cameras and no cameras, and I'll leave my phone at home. I watch a lot of serial killer investigations and all that type of stuff, you know. I watch a lot of those things because it's interesting to me what they do. I think it's interesting. When I see Jacob Descendants like 48 Hours, where you see Jake killing each other, I'll watch that. It's not interesting to me. I love it when family members of Edomites, they kill each other for money and all that type of stuff. Because I see that this curses is coming upon them. They put a life insurance upon their mother, and then all of a sudden the mother ends up dead. You know, stuff like that I watch. Or I watch Ted Bundy type things. I haven't seen a lot of serial killers this year. It's February now. I haven't seen not even one, actually. Not that I can think of right now. Maybe I did. Oh yeah, the John Gacy thing. But I already know that one, so I glanced over it. I saw it, but I saw another documentary that they used as a thing, psychic. psychic investigator. This is the woman. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. I looked at this documentary because I have a free Samsung thing. If you have a Samsung television, then you have free Samsung thing. You don't have to do no yearly pay. Nothing. Just it's free. It's just free. All you need to do is have internet, and then you can connect it to the internet, and that's it. And then you just watch free stuff. That's what I do. I'm not watching television. I like watching these type of things, crime investigations and stuff like that. So then I know about it because I never knew. I do remember one time a long time ago I heard something like but I forgot it, and I forgot it very quick. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, now I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it, and it's not that long, 22 minutes. But I have this on my television. I think it was longer there. I'm not sure. It looked like I sat down for a while, so it looked like I sat down for a while. But that's also because it comes back to back. Stuff comes back. Oh yeah, that's also because of commercials. But the commercials there is just 2 minutes. On my Samsung telephone thing, television thing, it's not that bad. I hate commercials. But when they put the commercials on the Samsung, it's just one image. Like this, for example, they put the background like this, and then they play rap music. Yeah, so I don't really have a problem with it. I just bob my head to the stuff, and when it's done, I continue watching. I like this channel. I got 3 channels, 3 crime channels, and the rest I got animal channels. Screw National Geographic, because there you see people. I don't like to see people when I see animals. You got fishes. I got water channels with fishes and stuff like that. I like that too. I like the animals, and then I get to learn things. Yeah, that's it. And that's what I watch. Yeah, I don't watch television. Well, you can call it. You can call it television, but it's not television. It's not like local things and stuff like that. You know. It's just documentaries of crime and documentaries of animals. That's what I basically watch, if I watch TV at all. So yeah, so going on. So yeah, I talk about this. I read this. So don't tell me that I'm doing this one. But when I read this one, you're not gonna. Oh, you're doing this. Oh my God, you're sodomite murderer and a doctrine. When I read this, oh, this is the rape doctrine. You're raping women. My man, even if a girl told me right now, rape me, I'll be like, nah, I'm good. I got PlayStation. I think I'm doing well, Lord willing. I had a prayer. Pray the Lord for, anything but that. I'd rather pray the Lord to watch a spiritual movie in my head when I sleep or something. Give me a dope dream or something. I don't know. Rather than that. So I'm not doing that. Neither am I doing this one. So going back to over here, 10 shekels of silver by the year, and that's okay. So that was the money for a year, which is a lot of money. 50 shekels for a girl. And that's 5 years. Right, so that you pay him as a Hebrew servant, you pay him, so it would be then what, 100 shekels of silver? Well, that's 3 years actually, 100. So you can figure it out for yourself. You get 20 a year. Normally you would pay a heathen if a heathen was a hired servant, because you had those also, like an how you call him again here? King Solomon hired one of the Canaanites of Tyre. He said unto the prince of Tyre, King Solomon said unto the prince of Tyre, send me now therefore a man which is a Tyrian man. And you had an Israelite woman that was also married to, here, verse 14, the son of a woman of the daughters of Dan, and his father was a man of Tyre, skillful to work in gold and in silver, in brass, in iron, in stone, and timber, and in purple, which I talked about it in the video here before, the intro to First Samuel 27, the interlude toward it, the video before this one, because I will upload this after this. I explain it there, what the purple is. And also that this is connected to the book of Ezekiel chapter 28. The merchandise of the Prince of Tyre, which is this. He had these traffics that he went to and did things. Gold here, oil here, wine here, dyes here, iron, copper here, grain and silver here, lead, marble, wine here, copper, marble, timber, which is wood, all these things, silver, all these things. He went also here in the brook, in the river of Egypt, which is mentioned in the book of Isaiah chapter 23, verse 3. This one is mentioned there. It's called the river in the King James Bible. If you look up the Hebrew here, I think it's here. Yeah, here. If you look up the word, so this is the Sihor, which is before Egypt, because it says it right here. No, it's not here. It's in here. No. Then it's here. Yeah, Joshua 13:3, Sihor, which is before Egypt. And if you click on it, it says Hebrews 7:8-8-3. Hebrews 7:8-8-3. It says here, river, canal, east of the border of Egypt, and a branch of the Nile. Okay, so then if you go to here, Isaiah 23:3, it says here, Sihor. But then it says here, which, let me read it again. And by great waters, the seed of Shihor, which is their grain, the grain on the side of the river of Shihor. I have a video that shows you explicitly how that works. The water of the rivers were making the land beautiful. And then you can have a lot of crops, right? The harvest of the river, which is the crops again, is her revenue. Whose revenue? The revenue of Tyre, because he was getting rich, which is what is revenue? The produce, the revenue is money. Gains, money, figurative, products. And the mart, which is the mart? Traffic. By thy traffic thou hast gotten the riches, O Prince of Tyre, which is this, the burden of Tyre, which howl ye ships of Tarshish. They're gonna cry because they can make no more money with Tyre. Anyway, so it says here, and by great waters, the seed of Sihor, the harvest of the river. What river? Hebrew 29:75. The river, stream, canal, Nile. That's it. That's the Nile. So the Sihor was near the Nile. So what is the Sihor? Here. This is the Nile in Egypt. This is the Nile River, the blue one. And this is Sihor. Sihor, which is the border of Egypt. The brook. Sorry. The brook of Egypt. Look, modern day Egypt map is this. Here, where brown, or let me get another color. Here, the green, where the stripe is here. It is modern day Egypt. But ancient Egypt, I don't actually know. I do know that they call this river the river of Egypt. They do call it that. And here you have the other river of Egypt, which is the Nile River. But it is said to be that this river is connected to the Nile. This one. This blue one here that you see in the middle, like a vein. They say that this one is connected to the so-called Nile River. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Because I see different maps. Because in this map, I don't see it. I see it here, going here, the blue, and then it stops here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. What does it go here? It doesn't go. I don't know. I do know there's a river here. That's documented. But yeah. Lord willing, I'll find out. That's not for salvation's sake. It's just for investigative type sake. But you should just know it's that region over there. Okay, so enough of this one. And then going back to over. Okay, and the revenue and the name. Okay, cool. Right. So 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse. Okay, so this is Judite and this is Judah. Let me see, Jobab. 7925. 7925. Let me see something that I put here. Crits. Oh yeah, it's correct. These are those sons of how you call them again? The Crets, which Captoriums, the Captoriums. That's that place over there. This is not. If you read this like this, it would confuse you. So let me do it for you if you don't know yet. So this is this here. By the way, the Kretz is this town here. Kretz map. Kretz map, right? Kret. Okay, where is that? Here. This is the Kretz. And then this is Cyprus. Here is Kittim. Kittim and Elisha were here. From Japheth, Genesis 10. And this I'm going to read in Genesis 10 also, which is here. Captorim. Here was Captorim, right? It's the same thing. So this is Cyprus. This is Cyprus. And this is Captorim. And you can catch that here. Genesis 10 and 13. And Mizraim. So these are the sons of Mizraim. And who did he beget? And Path-Rusim. And Casluhim. All come from Mizraim. Out of whom came Philistim. So Philistim came out of Casluhim and Captorim. So Philistim needs to call Captorim uncle, and Philistim also needs to call this is his forefathers. It doesn't say that. Yeah, it is their forefathers, because I wanted to say it doesn't say that that's his son, because it doesn't say that. But maybe of his son come his son. I don't know. It doesn't say it specifically. It just says that the Philistines come from Casluhim, out of whom came Philistim, whether it be his father or his forefather of the Philistines. I don't know exactly. But I do know that there are Mizraim of the Canaanite, of the Hamite. Sorry, because Canaan is their brother. Anyway, so if you look up the word Casluhim, it will say a people or tribe descendant from Mizraim. That's good. They call Mizraim Egypt. Esau did that. Progenitors of the Philistines and Captorim. So they say that Casluhim is the forefather of the Philistines and the Captorim. That is not true. So that's not true. They say, wait, what the hell? Oh yeah, sorry, here. Okay. They say that Casluhim is the progenitor means a person or thing from which a person, animal, descends from, originates. Okay, so they say basically they're the forefathers. No, it is not. Casluhim, progenitors of the Philistines, yes, because it shows you right here. Casluhim is the progenitor of the Philistines. Yes, that's correct. Going on. And Captorim, that is not correct. He is not the forefather. Casluhim is the brother of Captorim. But if you now click on Captorim, which is Kretz, by the way, that island that I showed here, this is Captorim. And Paul, he also went here because there were Israelites here. He also went there. He also went to Malta because there are Israelites there too. Right? But anyway, going back over here. So this one is now Hebrew 37:32, and this one is Hebrew 36:95. So Hebrew 37:32. Hebrew 37:32. Kaptorim. Kapatharaya. Kaptharai. Kaptharaya or Kaptharai. Right. So it says here, Cretans. Cretans. It says Kaptor. Cretans. Here it comes. Cretans. As the inhabitants of Kaptor. That's true. Because Kaptor is a man, and then he went to that land, and that land was then therefore called Kaptorim. But just like how the land of Canaan was called the land of Canaan, because the Canaanites went there. Okay, going on. So it says here, Crets as the inhabitants of Kaptor. So Kaptor is also a land now. As distinct from the Philistines. So distinct means recognizably different in nature from something else of a similar type. What is that similarity? They're all from Mizraim. That's the similar type. So the Philistines are similar to the Kaptoriums because it's of their fathers are they. So Kasluhim and Kaptorim are brothers, but the Philistines are descendants of the Kasluhim, but they are brothers, actually uncles. The Philistines need to call them uncles, right? So here it explains to you that they are distinct from one another, and here it explains to you that Amos 9:7, are ye not as the children of Cush, of the Cushites unto me, O children of Israel, saith Yahweh? Have not I brought Israel out of the land of Mizraim? And the Philistines from Kaptor. Yes, they came from the island of Kaptor. They didn't come from the they didn't descend as bloodline from Kaptor, even though they have the same bloodline, because they have the same father, so they have the same bloodline. Just like how all the 12 tribes are from Jacob. Well, that's the same here, but still, it's still not him, because this one is definitely his brother, and this one is his brother, and this one is their nephew. So it's not their descendants. The Philistines are not the descendants of them. They are from them. Right. I hope I explained that right. Now going back to over here. Okay, so it says here, let me see, Zephaniah 2 and 5, sorry. So these whatever, this word here, Kerethites, let me read it. Zephaniah 2:5. Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast. What sea coast? This. The Lord is warning them he's telling them about their destruction in the book of Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 5. Going on. The nation of the Crets. Who are they? So now it shows you that the sea coast, you'd be like, huh? What are you talking about? Or aren't those Philistines? Yes, they are. But where do they come from? They come from Kaptor. So they call them Kaptorims, but they're not Kaptorims. They are Philistines coming from Kaptor. Therefore, they are called Kaptorims, but they're actually Philistines. But the Kaptorims are also Mizraim. So it might look very confusing to a person that looks at it like, what? What's going on? Well, they are from there. They are from the Crets. They are from there. They are from the Cretatites or something like that. But they are Philistines, so it might look crazy, but yeah. So going back to over here. The word of Yahweh is against you, O Canaan. So also the Canaanites are going to get it. The land of the Philistines, I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. So the Lord is basically going to destroy all three of them. You have the real Kaptorims, you have the Canaanites, and you have the Philistines. But the Philistines came from here, from the Crits. But their nation is also going to get destroyed. I wanted to say perish. It's not extermination. They're going to get their smoked. Because it shows you right here, Zephaniah 2 and 12. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. So everybody's going to get it. Even Moab and Ammon here. I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people, and magnified themselves against their border. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, the power of hosts, the God of Israel, the power of Israel. Surely Moab shall be as Sodom. And you know what happened to Sodom? They got toasted. And the children of Ammon as Gomorrah. You know what happened to Gomorrah? They got toasted. That's what's going to happen to to Moab and Ammon. Even the breeding of nettles. You know what happens when you touch nettles? This happens. The Lord is going to bruise you, you Moab and Ammon. The Lord is going to bruise you. And as salt pits. The Lord is going to make them as salt pits. You know what happens with salt pits? They're not prosperous. Nothing can grow, and therefore no prosperity. The Lord is going to make you like this. He's going to make you like a desert, a salt pit, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them. They're going to rob them. And the remnant of my people shall possess them. Moab and Ammon shall be slaves of the Israelites. Right. And the reason I read that is actually for verse 8. So I'll get to that later. I'll get to it now, actually. So I wrote this, by the way. 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse. So Abigail is a Judite. And this one too. And it was told Saul that David fled to Gath, and he sought no more again for him. So 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse 5. And David said unto Achich, if I have now found grace in thine eyes, let them give me a place in some town in the country, that I may dwell there. For why should thy servant dwell in the royal city with thee? Right, because he was humble, like, I am your servant. Shouldn't dwell here, living all dainty and royally like and stuff like that. Then Achich gave him Ziklag that day. Wherefore Ziklag pertaineth unto the kings of Judah unto this day. So we got that part of land which is mentioned here, Ziklag. So he was here in Gath, and then the king of Gath, which was one of the 5 lords of the Philistines. And then down here you had Sihor, which goes on which is before Egypt, because Egypt is here. So if you go down here, it's here. But if you go from here, it's here. So whatever. Anyway, so he told them you can have this. And then later on, as you can see here, where is it? Here. We got that whole land. So this is the strip of the Philistines here. The strip of the Philistines, the brook of the Philistines. And then we got everything here. All the green that you see is what we got. As the Judites got that. And then down there you had Esau. And here you had other Esau, which is Amalek. And in the midst of them there, you had the Midianites. Because that's also mentioned in the scriptures. You had the Kenites also living with the Amalekites. And the Midianites you had there too. That's why a lot of times you have them Arabs. The Amalek people, the Israeli people. Some of them look like Arabs. You're looking at them like, you look just like a fucking Arab. But that's how we also look like Africans. Like the slave descendants. Sometimes, okay, not all the time. We look like Africans, and or they look like us. It depends on how you see it. Sometimes you have Cushites. Sometimes I talk my language to the Cush. Well, I don't talk it, but I ask them like, "Are you from there? Are you from South America?" They look like us. I'm looking at them like, "Damn, you look like one of my. You look like people that I know in my family. Like, what the hell?" These Cushites, most of the time, Eritrea, not Ethiopia. The Ethiopian people don't really look like us, but Eritrea is also Cush. That whole region was Cush. Ethiopia means burnt face. So everybody was an Ethiopian to these Greeks. That word Ethiopia is not a land. It's a word. It's not a land. Here. See, Greeks. Oh, the Ethiops. Ethiops. That's what it is. Meaning burnt. Meaning burnt face. Ops means face. Ethiop means burned. So the Greek is here, this one. Ethiops. Here, let me put this together. I just spelled the English word, by the way. Here, they're gonna spell it for me. Let them do it. Here, this word. Damn it. That word. What does it word? It's two words in one. One means I burn, and the other means face. So when you put them together, burnt face. And I saw a person that actually has that, but he's not an Ethiopian. But they would call him an Ethiopian because Ethiopian is not a race. It's a word. They call their land Ethiopia, but that's not Ethiopia. It's Cush. And I talked to a few Ethiopian people. They don't call themselves Ethiopian. They call themselves Cush. That's what they call themselves. I'm not joking around. Because they are. See? Wait. They know. They call themselves Kawash also. The Kassites. Kassites. Damn it. How do you spell it again? I think it was this one. Cassettes. Yeah, here. The Cassettes were people near the ancient and they controlled Babylon. These are the Cushites. They call themselves Kassites, something like that. They call themselves Kassites. And where did they come from? They was in this region over here, which the Cushites were here too, but Elam was here. You had Shem there. But they came from there too. This is Shem. This is Shem. Cush is Ham. But they was living in their midst too. And of course, making children with them. I mean, look at America right now. Is not everybody mingling to a certain degree at one point? And they're mingling. That's why I found it so strange that in America you have so-called black men with Chinese women. I'm like, what the fuck? That don't make no damn sense. You don't see that here. And the Chinese don't like you. I don't know if you know, but they don't like you. And the Japanese don't like you neither. Oh shit. I think they're even worse than Chinese. But they both fucked up. They don't like you. Oh nigga. Oh okay, you black. Oh, get cut away. Oh. Yeah, they don't like you. I don't know what you know, but you don't see that around here that often. Like a so-called black man with a Chinese or a Japanese person. You do not see that. In America, you see that shit. I'm like, oh, okay. Weird fucking shit going on around there. Weird fucking shit. Yeah, there was in Mesopotamia because of the Nimrod. Nimrod and his people were there. But these are the Cushites. Yeah? And you have, until this day in the Dutch, you can type this in the Dutch. Javanen. It's going to talk Dutch to you because these are Dutch words. And then you click this. And what will you see? Javan. They called themselves Javan until this day. Of course, you got the horse, you know, but you got the more respectable ones, of course, that dress with long sleeves and all that type of stuff. Okay, you got the cleavage showing right here, but the older one, oh, this one is old too. But yeah, you have them. You had the Muslim ones, you know, and of course you have the I don't need to tell you the sex slave and thing that they have with there with Esau. So I don't even want to talk about that shit. Yeah. So going on back to here. Okay, it means burnt face. That's what it means. Reddish brown, red brown, and then you could bet for not for bet for, but I mean, for example, you could type this. Let me see. What was it again? Oh yeah. Then this here, see, Cushites. These are Cushites. If you didn't know, look at them. Here, it's them. You have different skin colors of course. Let me see. Jasper. What's this again? Jasper and Bible. It doesn't say ruby, you goddamn devils. It says ruby and yeah, they want to change the word. Let me see, what color is this? Oh, oh, you did it good. That's it. They know exactly, and then if you type in this one, skin color, they know exactly what it is. Oh, they know. Look how ruddy she looks. You see how beautiful that is? This is dark earth. This is brown, reddish earth. Yeah, man. Yep. These are the skin colors of the Heavenly Father, by the way. So never get that, and never forget that. But in the King James it says, or sardine. That's what I was looking for. Jasper and sardine. This is what I'm looking for. The picture. If you put that picture, if you put this picture will pop up. For now, Google has not done removed it yet. See the ruddy? You little children, it's funny, man. They know no racism unless they're Edomites. No, they don't racism, all right. They speak in evil since they're born. You got the sardine is brown, is reddish brown. But then you had and then you had the red heifer, which is brown. Look at it. It's brown. It's orange. You know. Here, it's orange, brownish. In the light, it's more orange, and here it's more brown. But if I put now ruddy, you get the same thing. Brown, light brown, brown orange, redhead. Same thing. Brownish, orange-ish, yellowish, brownish, just like the leaves. Same thing here. Let me see. See the yellowish? It's not blonde, like blonde means yellow. This is almost yellow, but you can see that it's brownish, orange-ish. It's definitely brown. You can clearly see that one. But in the light, the same girl, just like the cow, the same girl in the light, what shows it? Orange, brownish, light brown. If you play with the color thing, the color scheme on any computer, you can see that it's the yellow. Wait, I'll show you. Right. Let me try and finish this up because I'm going into too many topics at the same time. So sorry about that. Now, if I go here and then I type in and let me see, yellow. Okay, so it's yellow now, right? So I go more into up, so it would be orange. Okay, deep orange. I'll go a little bit lighter. Here, orange. Okay, cool. Now this is too light. A little bit deeper. deeper orange, going into red. Going into red territory. Okay, cool. So now if I make it lighter, it's like this. That's the cow. Let me see. Here. This one. It's just different shades of brown. Here. This one. This cow gets this one. And then put a little bit more white. Then that is the color of the cow. The more, it's not white. It's very light brown. Very, very light orange brown. Okay, then I'll put a little bit darker again. Okay, here it's orange. Okay, if I put black, what color does it become? Brown. It becomes brown, like the clothing and stuff like that. And the more dark I put, the browner it gets. So what is orange? Orange is a bright brown. You just put, and it turns orange. But if you take away color, it becomes brown. So that is what this is. It's not redhead. It's a brown hair. Now you can dye it red to make it look like this one, as she does. That's why they always take pictures with autumn. I mean, for, you know, a stylistic picture, you had the red leaves, and then you have the dark brown orange-ish hair. I can clearly see that it's brown. I don't know what anybody else sees. I don't know. This is clearly dyed orange, bright. This is unnatural. It's not even real. This is brown. Come on, man. You can see that this is brown. This is dyed. This is brown hair. Right. I'm gonna take this picture. Actually, it's a very good example, and this one is a very good example. This is brown. Ain't no goddamn redhead. What are you talking? I can okay. This is very dark brown, so I can see the difference. You know, this is also dark brown, but it looks orange. Well, it goes into it, I should say. Okay, enough of this. So going back to over. Yeah, these are the Ethiopians. And which means burnt face. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. And this guy I want. What does he look like? He looks burned. Look at his face, how burned he looks. This is what they would call an Ethiop. But if you have a different angle or a different lighting, I should really take this picture as an example. Take a different lighting, and then you see he's not burned. He looks burned in a different lighting. Then you put him in another lighting. What does he look? He looks biggity black. But if you put him here again, he looks dark again. But if you put him here, his face looks a little bit more shiny now. Here. Oh, there's a kind of Instagram. Okay. Here. Now he looks more, I don't know, like even his eyes is red. But here his eyes is white. A little, okay, not that white, but still. Okay, look here. Here he looks, that's like, here he looks blackety black. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with it whatsoever, so I'm not on that dumb shit. I don't know, I'm on that dumb shit. And here you have him, his skin looks shiny as hell. Look healthy too. This is fair skin. It has nothing to do with caucus-like skin or something like that. You know, here he is again in another picture. Here's the same picture, but now you see a little bit more, whatever, sweat or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's a great example of a burned face, man. Here, he really looks burned here. You know, he's looking like charcoal type. Like I said, I have no problem with it. So me saying it, yeah, don't think racism. Think like, oh, he thought. Shut up. That's just stupid. You've been in America too long. Stop it. You've been in South America too long, because they say that shit there too. And I know exactly who says it. You know, even people that look like me say that shit. So I'm not like them. I'm not saying that. I'm not like them. They're not like us. I'm not like them, I should say. No, yeah. I'm not like them. Yeah. I should say that then. Me, oh no, you don't see it right here. You don't. It's another different thing here. Here, his skin color is a little bit different too. It all depends on the lighting, man. You know, it all depends on the lighting, right? Anyway, going on. So that is a burnt face man. He would be called an Ethiops, not the Ethiopia land. That word doesn't even exist. Esau made it. It does exist, but not as a nation. Now, the nation calls themselves that, the land of Ethiopia. They call themselves that. And then you have another land, which is called Niger. Niger is literally a land, like a country. But what does it mean? Niger means... it means black. So these people call themselves niggas. That's what it means. It wasn't a cuss word back then. You can even find that in the Bible. Niger, Acts 13. He had Greek 35:26. Niger, it means black. That's what it means. So if you call these people, if you call me a black man, what are you calling me? You're calling me a nigger man. That's what you're calling me. So I'm not telling you to go around call people niggers. Hey nigger, hey neighbor. I'm not telling you to do that because they will get offended. Even if they understand, like even if I understand, I know what it means. But yeah, it's not proper to call them nigger because of the history and stuff like that, you know. So yeah. Esau says he comes from apes and monkeys. If I call him a cave monkey, he don't like that. Hey mammal, how you doing? They don't like that. Let me go on before I go on talking too much. Now this is the book of First Samuel, chapter 25. Chapter 27, sorry. 27 verse. Verse 6 I already read. 7. And the time that David dwelt in the country of the Philistines was a full year and 4 months.